All right, so in this video, we're going to be doing a market update on the Elmont real estate market for the month January 2022. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. All right, so we're going to be talking about the performance of the Elmont real estate market and looking at the month of January of this year specifically. And we're going to compare January of this year to January of last year in order to give us a more holistic idea of how the market in Elmont is performing in the beginning of the year. And so I'm going to be looking down at my notes because I do have some metrics written down here, and this is going to help me to ensure that I don't forget anything and that I have the numbers exactly right as I'm sharing them with you. And so the first number that we're going to talk about is the number of active listings that were on the market in the month of January. So this essentially is summarizing the number of homes that were for sale in January in Elmont. So for January 2022, this number was 47. Now this is interesting because January 2021, this number was 161. So this represents a 70% drop in the number of homes that were for sale in the Elmont real estate market. All right, so next let's talk about the median sales price of a single family home in Elmont. Now in January 2022, the median sales price for a single family home was $625,000. And this is actually up from $535,000 in January 2021. So this represents a $90,000 increase in equity that homeowners are able to command from their homes. So next let's talk about the actual number of homes that were sold in January. So in 2022, there were 27 homes that actually sold in Elmont in January, and this is down from about 31 homes that were sold in January of 2021. 27 to 31 is kind of relatively even, so we'll say that these metrics has no significant year-over-year change. All right, so next let's talk about how long it takes properties to sell in Elmont. And this is summarized by a metric called DOM, or days on the market. So the median DOM, the median days on the market in Elmont in January 2022 was 48, so just under 2 months. However, in January 21, the median days on the market was 10 days short of that. It was 38. So we see that it's taking a little longer for properties in Elmont to sell. So the final metric we'll be talking about today is the close price to list price ratio. Now, what this metric helps us to understand is how much value a seller is able to command from the equity in their home once they put their property on the market. So I'll give you an example. If a seller puts their property on the market for $100,000 and they actually sell it for $100,000, the close price to list price ratio is 100%. It's 100,000 divided by 100,000. If a seller puts their property on the market for $100,000 but actually sells it for $75,000, then the close price to list price ratio is 75%, 75,000 divided by 100,000. So the idea is you want to be able to command as much of the value in your home as possible when you sell it. You want this number to be as close to 100%, even greater than 100% if you can help it. And so what's great about Elmont, year over year, the close price to list price ratio was 100%. And so this is significant because it lets us know that despite the fact that it's taking a little longer for properties to sell, despite the fact that properties are selling for much higher than they were last year, sellers are still able to command as much value from the equity in their home as they were in previous years. All right, well, that sums up this video, giving you the real estate market update for January in Elmont in the year 2022. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next one.